So I'm back from Gen Con, and I'm exhausted. Got back earlier today. I've been doing laundry and trying to get a few things ready for tomorrow so I can go to work. I said, hey, I got my vlog knocked out, and it was all Gen Con this week. So I thought I'd talk about a few things that I learned from Gen Con, as I hopefully will be running some video from Gen Con. First thing is, you have to find your people. When I went to Gen Con, one of the things that was said a couple of times is, wow, you got social skills. And I hadn't really thought about it. A lot of the people at Gen Con maybe don't have all the social skills, and yet they feel comfortable there. They feel, especially after the first day or so, like, hey, I can just be the awkward me that I am, and I'll be accepted, and they are. Everyone is at Gen Con. No one's dogging you for being who you are. So you need to find your people, your clan. They're out there. Who they are, I can't say. You have to find them. And you'll know, because you can just be yourself and not be self-conscious around them. And you can be the awkward, weird you that you are, just like I can be the awkward, weird me that I am. That was the first thing I took from Gen Con. The second thing was, within that group, within that niche that you find, you need to make sure that you don't just get comfortable being that one thing that you are. You need to make sure that you're pushing your boundaries, that you're developing, that you're becoming a better person, a better you, challenge yourself, do more within that community. And you should be able to find that you can do more than you even thought, simply because you have the support of that community. It's really great to be around a lot of people who like the same things. It's really great, but you can't limit yourself within that scope. It's Comic-Con and it's crazy. You got a moment of semi-silence. Well, not really. You can hear the show. Okay, you can't see it, but performance. I'm waiting for a movie filming, if you can hear me. Day 3 of Gen Con. I'm tired. Got several events. What? Sport coffee, you want me to take a picture of it?
This is how the day has been going. This is a sad, sad day.
That's her coffee, not mine. My coffee is fine and safe in its cup, and it will get transferred to my belly. Had a great time so far. Getting ready for activities for, I think I have 5 activities today. Originally it was 2. So we'll see how it goes. I saw a bigger connection of humanity than I've seen in a while, with so many people that were interested in the same things. You had an automatic connection. You had something to talk about with anyone. I did talking about social skills. I talked to a lot of guys, typically guys, or a couple of women, and there's more and more women in the gaming community, which is great, who were still awkward, but they knew I was there to game, so they knew they could talk to me. And they didn't, how do I put this? They weren't necessarily smooth or slick, or it wasn't easy for them, but they did it, and that was awesome, and I was glad to be part of their experience. Just as I was glad to have them as part of my experience. If you're not familiar with Critical Role, it's a YouTube show that is done by Geek and Sundry, that the guy who runs the whole show is Matthew Mercer. Well, the whole crew was there for Gen Con, and I ran into Matthew Mercer as he was traveling, and I talked to him for a few minutes, and he is one of the most genuinely nice guys I've ever met in my life. He stopped, talked to me, really talked to me. He didn't just kind of, oh, hey, yeah, I'm glad you're here, and blow me off. He actually talked about what he was doing at his Gen Con, what his plans were for next year, and until he was starting to get mobbed by other people. But he and I had a couple minutes where we just got to talk, and he was cool. Such a good guy. He's the kind of guy that I honestly believe you could just hang out with. He's not a prima donna in any sort of way. and I hope he never has to become one, because his star is rising, and I hope that it rises all the way to the top. The guy deserves it. He puts in a lot of work. He gives away so much of himself, and really just a great guy. There was one more thing that I got to think about, which is I've been working really hard on my career. I've been working really hard to make short films, which I love. I love all of that. I'm working on a script for a series. I love all of that. But I realized how much I missed just taking a little bit of time to play games, to just relax with other people and play games. It used to be a big part of my life. And so maybe I need to put a little bit of time towards that when I can. I'm not saying that I should just, I'm going to switch my focus on everything. Not at all. But I need to make a little bit of time now and then just to play games with friends. And I hope you'll do the same. I don't know what your games are, whether it could be frisbee golf, it could be just watching sports together. But take some time out. And I would say play games, whether they're card games or board games or whatever, where you have to interact, not just jack into a video game. Play a game with a friend, or friends would be even better. So that's it for this week. I'm going to go finish my laundry and go to sleep because I'm exhausted. I had a great week, and it's a great exhaustion, but I got to get some things done. So make a great week. This coming week is my final week of work with the company I'm currently with, and then I start a new job. So make a great week, and I'll see you then.